Hello, year one. I hope you're all having a lovely day and you enjoyed your geography last week. I saw lots of great photographs of you all enjoying your walks, which was lovely. Don't worry if you didn't manage to go on a walk, that's absolutely fine. So for the vocab today, I have put in a different format. So there might be more than one piece of vocab on one side. So for example, here I've got 4 pieces of vocabulary. I've got Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland. We're going to be learning a lot more about those today. Then we've got directions. I wonder if you can find out what each of these letters mean. We've got sea and ocean. Seas are smaller than ocean, and they're usually really close to the land and ocean. Okay, so the bit in between before we get to the ocean. Forest and beach, can you put that into a sentence? So my sentence here might be, on the pictures of the forest and beach, they both show lots of trees. Mountain and hill. Hills are a lot smaller than mountains, and mountains are a lot steeper. I wonder if you could maybe write a sentence about them. We've got the river as a vocab. There's lots and lots of different rivers in the UK. The longest river in the UK is called the River Severn. Maybe you can find a fact out about a river. Okay, then I wonder if you can remember what this vocab meant, what this picture represented. That's right, it represents the weather. Today, the weather is, let me finish my sentence. And we've got city and town. We're going to be learning a lot about this city. The capital city of England is London, and we live in the town Aylesbury. Our school is in Aylesbury as well. Then you've got office and factory. Can you write a sentence about those? And then I really challenged you here. I've put 3 pictures on one slide, and I want to see if you can get each of these into a sentence. So I've got an example here. In the village, there is a shop and lots of houses. You could have even put in Aylesbury or in the town. So today we're going to be using maps again, and we're going to be using different language to discuss maps. We're going to be identifying countries and what the capitals in the UK are. But first things first, I just want you to have a think. Where is the UK and what does it mean? What does UK stand for? Okay, England and the rest of the UK is located in the continent of Europe. So you can see it circled. It's in the middle of my map. I wonder if you can point to it on yours. Okay, so here is the UK. We've got Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Now we're going to be finding out a little bit more about those. Okay, so the UK stands, okay, for the United Kingdom. It means the United Kingdom, and it's made up of 4 countries: Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And I've included the flags here just for your interest, as you might like them. So the United Kingdom combines 3 of the flags into one to make the United Kingdom flag. Again, it uses the saints from each of those countries. So St Andrew of Scotland, his flag, or the Scottish flag, you can see the blue here, is in the United Kingdom. Then we've got the Northern Ireland, St Patrick's flag. You can see that with the diagonal cross here. Then we've got the English flag of St George down the middle of the United Kingdom. Have you ever seen that flag before? You might have seen it outside of Buckingham Palace, or you might have seen it in London, or when you're watching some sport and you're supporting GB, you might see it. So this is sometimes called the Union Jack. It's a bit of a slang word, a nickname for the flag. Okay, some of you might be very interested in that. I know lots of you love your flowers. So each of these countries have their own national flag. We've got the thistle for Scotland, the rose for England. For Northern Ireland, we've got the shamrock. And for Wales, we've got the daffodil. Now, we might start to see more daffodils coming because it's getting into spring, and that's when they start to bloom. So you might have seen some already, or you might be about to see some. So today's task is for you to find the UK on a map, and I want you to see if you can identify the 4 countries. So you can press pause on this video, on this slide, sorry, and write some labels for the 4 countries. You could colour the flags in as well. This is what they would be doing, you would be doing at school, and then press pause and have a go. Okay, well done for finishing that. We're now going to talk a bit more about the capital cities. So the capital city of the United Kingdom is London. Okay, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland all have their own capital cities. The capital city of Scotland is Edinburgh. See it there. The capital city of Northern Ireland is Belfast, and the capital city of Wales is Cardiff. And the capital city of England and the United Kingdom is London. I'm sure lots of you knew that one. So we're just going to talk about some different cultures and different foods and all things like that. So the official language of the UK is English, but we obviously they do speak other languages in Wales, for example. We've got Welsh. And there's lots of languages. Some of you speak different languages as well as English, but the main one, the official language, is English. Okay, then we've got loads of different religions. We all follow different religions. Some of us do, some of us don't, but there's a very vast culture in the UK from people from all over the world living here and following different cultures. So the population, that means the number of people who live there. So in the UK, it's about 68 million people in the UK. So the amount of people, that is a lot of people. Then we've got the traditional food. We obviously eat a vast variety of different foods, but here are some traditional English or traditional UK food that you might have had. So we've got the full English. You might have had one of those before. Fish and chips when you go to the seafront. And then my favourite, being a Yorkshire girl myself, we've got roast beef and Yorkshire puddings. So you might have had some Yorkshire puddings. I know lots of you like the red option for your roast. Okay, then we've got schools. Each country in the UK have their own schooling system. Education usually begins at the age of 4 or 5. So when you go to reception, you've got primary education, which is what you're in now. Then you'll go to secondary school. And then some of you may go to further education, to college or university or places like that. Okay, so your final task, I'm going to run through 4 locations. So we've got the Edinburgh Castle in Scotland, pretty cool. The Titanic Museum in Northern Ireland. We've got the Wales Millennium Centre in Wales. And then we've got Buckingham Palace. You can see those United Kingdom flags on that picture. So your challenge today, your task, once you've finished with your map, is to pick one of these locations, and I want you to find out a little bit about them. Okay, but just a warning, but I've decided to do Buckingham Palace. I put a picture in the middle. If I didn't have a picture, I'd just draw one and then I've titled it, and I'm going to maybe put 5 or 6 facts, write 5 or 6 facts down below. But if you are searching online, you need to remember to put 4 kids at the end, remembering our e-safety, because you don't want to be searching things that we shouldn't be looking at. So it should say facts about what your place is for kids. Okay, and that will ensure that you get a safe search. So that's your task today. Find out some facts about one of the 4 locations and complete the map that you should have completed earlier on in the video. Okay, I hope you all have a fantastic day and you thoroughly enjoy your geography and learning about the different locations, and I look forward to reading it all.